Hey, what's up guys? So today I have a video that I am so excited to talk about because this is a plugin that I didn't expect to come out, and it's with a different company that I haven't worked with in the past, but I've been really eager to work with. And so I'm really excited to share what they have announced today and something that has really blown me away on a first basis encounter. Okay, so this is it. This is called Mosaiq, and it is a music production multi-tool. And I gotta say it right off the bat, this thing is so inspiring. It's not just an instrument. It's not just a beat maker. It's not just a preset loader with a couple different layers. This thing is a multifaceted tool for creating brand new ideas on the fly. So Mosaiq is a chameleon-like workhorse equally suited to create massive chords, powerful drums, or as flexible as a sample-based instrument, but really it begs to be explored because with over 1,600 creative sound sources and 1,200 handcrafted presets that cover over 8 different genres, this thing is so versatile in creating a wide range of sounds. Okay, so the genre-based categories include beat culture, retrofuturism, electronic rush, softpop, hyperpop, tropical heat, liquid breaks, and velvet R&B. So you really can click through any one of these genre-based categories to get different results. And then when you click on any one of them on the right-hand side here, you have different categories for different sounds. You have instruments, drums, and kits. So instruments are going to give you sounds that are based on a chord layout, a chord structure, and the first one that I chose here was ARP forward. And you can see along the bottom here, I have 8 different chords already preset, and then a chosen sound, where if I click on one of these colored dots over here, you can see the sound sources here that are used for each of the chords, as well as the notes that comprise each of these chords. And then I can click back out, and this is what it sounds like. Now, what's so inspiring about Mosaiq is there is so many different customization and randomization features throughout this entire plugin. So if at any point in time you're bored with the current sound, you can literally randomize your presets with this little magic wand here. Or if you just want to tweak the current preset to get something completely randomized within the creative sound sources, the effects, and how everything is set up, you can click this symbol right here and change it from what it currently is. So if I just play the before, which is this sound, and then click this mutate button, this is how it changes it. And I really like how it randomized at that time. So I'm actually going to save that preset, and you can just click this little hamburger menu here, click save preset. And I'm just going to name this something like ARP forward mutated. I click save, and I've saved that preset now. This mutate option is so powerful because you can create something that's original that is not even in the original set of presets and get something that nobody else has and save your own presets that are completely customized using original sounds inside your project. So let's just randomize to another preset within Retrofuturism. Man, that sounds so inspiring. That's ethereal glimmer. Let's mutate that and see what we get. Wow. I mean, just talk about the texture in that. That's like absolutely insane. So when you find a sound you like, you can also go into these chord sets here and choose a bunch of different chords to play this preset with, or you can simply click randomize and then get a completely different chord set. Let's click the mutate button again. And then let's say you like that chord set and you want to keep it, you can click the lock button for chords and it'll stay locked. You can change your key over here to whatever you want, or you can lock that as well, or even change the octave. So if you want to play this back higher, you can just drag up. You can go lower if you want. We'll go to -1. And I actually like that sound, so I'm going to save that preset too. I'll call it Ethereal Glimmer Mutated. Now, the effects chain on this side can also be randomized. So right now it's on Hypermod, but there's a bunch of different effects chains that come as presets that you can load into each of your presets. And then the effects sections up here if you want to tweak any of those individual effects. So you have drop downs for all of them where you can change it out to drive, tone, grains, flanger, chorus. It's currently on phaser, and then they have redux and convolver. You can add them into these other slots as well. And then it's also worth mentioning that you have each of the black keys available to tweak your sounds on the spot too. So if I press this first chord and then the first black key, it applies this filtering effect here. That's the next black key, and then the following is this, which sounds like a phaser. And then we have some pitch down effects too. Which you can tweak the amounts for these, which they look like they're set at 30% by default. But you can randomize these effects as well. So we'll click randomize. So a ton of ways to get something completely unique right on the spot. So I really like Retrofuturism. I would say out of these targeted genres so far, I really love Retrofuturism, Hyperpop, beat culture, and I still need to explore some of these other ones, but I know Velvet R&B has some great sounds in it. So does Softpop. Really all of them have really great sounds that sound so much above the current sounds that you hear on the market out there. This is something way better than a Play Series instrument, in my opinion. The sounds in here are just a whole cut above the competition, in my opinion. So let's check out something else. Let's actually explore maybe Velvet R&B and see what we get here. Man, you can't tell me that doesn't sound amazing. That sounds so good. And it's locked my chords here, so even though I changed those presets, we're still in D major with the Memento chord set. Now let's mutate that and see what that sounds like. Let's do it again. Sounds a little weird, but kind of cool. Let's randomize our preset. I love that chord set Memento. Man, that sounds so good. That sounds like an intro to a song right off the bat. Now, if we unlock the chord sets here, you can go in and you can customize each of these chords to be whatever you want on an individual note basis. So I'm just literally going to choose something at random here. And that sounds cool already. So you can customize each of the chords, and then you click on the color dots for each of the chords to change them out to be whatever you want. And like I said, all of these samples are available to change out too, and there's a ton of different things to choose from. You got basses, bells, brass, drum, experimental, keyboards, leads, mallets, orchestra. There's just so many different options within this plugin to change out these creative sound sources. Let's go back out. Then I'll unlock the key so it gives us the original sound set for our new preset. Man, I just love Mosaiq. It's so inspiring. Now let's go and explore not just the instruments, because that's all we've been on so far. And each of these targeted genres has different instrument presets. But then we also have drums and kits categories. So if we go into the drums here, we can click on any one of these presets, and then this turns into a drum kit, obviously. But clicking on each of the individual colored keys will give you a different part of that drum kit. So that this opens up this plugin to be so much more than just a sound source, an instrument. You have all of these different drum kits in here as well. Okay, let's try the next one. Sounds cool. Let's click into the menu here. What's deluxe sound like? Ooh, I really like that. Now, one thing I wish that Mosaiq had was the ability to favorite these different presets within the plugin itself. Like, I know you can go into the menu here, and if we click on Workstations menu here, you can actually right click any of these and then add to favorites. But I'd really like to just stay within Mosaiq itself and be able to favorite presets whenever I find something that I actually like. Maybe that could be an update in the future, something I would definitely value, because otherwise I really see this plugin as being very near perfect. All right, let's check a different category out. Let's go to Hyperpop here and see what maybe one of these drum kits sounds like. So let's go to Bubblegum. That sounds cool. Love that. Let's try Electric Pop. Chaotic as you would expect for Hyperpop. I love the Hyperpop genre, by the way. Now, if you want to get a mix of both the drum kits and the kits, you can go to the kits category and you can get a mix of both melodic, harmonic material, as well as drum sounds too. So let's go to Feelings kit and just see what this sounds like. So we got some chords up front here. And that is a song starter right there in itself. So that one didn't have any drum material, but other ones do. Percussion material, drum material. Let's go to the next preset here and see what we get. Another song starter right there. So let's click into the menu and let's go to fragments. Okay, so we got some drum material in this kit as well as some sound material too. Inspiring on the spot. I really just, man, I love this plugin and it is definitely among my favorite plugins of all time. I mean, we're talking up there with Omnisphere. I love Omnisphere and all the stuff you can do with it. This thing is so versatile and has so much control at a click of a button. The instant customization with the mutation tool, the randomization of the presets, the randomization of the chords, the effects chain, effects controls. I mean, there's just everything that I could really want is in this plugin. The only thing I think they should add is favoriting within Mosaiq itself. Let's go to Giant Candy and see what this one sounds like. Cool. I like that. All right, let's try another genre. Let's go to beat culture and see what we get in here. Let's go to feather. Ooh, that sounds nice. And it's worth noting too, if you haven't noticed already, I am not playing one key. I'm literally playing this preset as an instrument, choosing when I want different things to come in and out. So I start with the beat, and then I start with a chord. Then I change it up, and I choose my rhythm as I go along, improvising my sound, which I love to be able to do because I can just use my computer's keyboard. I don't need a MIDI keyboard controller to access parameters. Everything is right here. I can control when the pieces come in and out, which chords I want to play, and all the ear candy that they add into these different kit presets, which I love. All right, I'm going to go into the menu here and let's choose Golden Goal. That's what this sounds like. Got some sub bass action. Love how that sounds. And then we can mutate each of these kits too. Let's see what it sounds like. So same kit, just mutated the sounds. Man, talk about improvisation like that. It's amazing. And you get something totally original because I've mutated a preset and it's not something that anybody else has heard before because it has 16 different creative sound sources that it's mixing up and jumbling, choosing different effects chains, and you get something that's totally original. Okay, let's click in here and try some other stuff. New beginning. Let's see what this sounds like. Okay, I'm going to say it right now. They have captured lightning in a bottle with Mosaiq. Like, nothing you can get on the market is going to give you this premium sounding starting point right off the bat. This plugin is amazing. Like, I'm not in the least hyping this thing up. Like, to me, to my ears, to my taste, to my preferences, and how I like to use plugins, this is truly a game changer. And I hate when creators and content creators overuse that word because it is used so much as a marketing ploy that it's just cringe every time I hear it. But this is truly, for me personally, a game changer. I love Mosaiq. I cannot say enough about it. It's just, I've been playing with this thing for a few days now, and I am getting inspiring result after inspiring result. And that's exactly what you want out of a plugin. Let's try stare down here. A little more low key. It's kind of cool though. All right, let's see here. Truss method. A little more boom bappy, but yeah, still cool. All right, so let's beat culture. So we've tried a little bit of Retrofuturism. We tried the instruments though. Let's try some of the kits in Retrofuturism and see what we get. So let's try Aura Clash. Oh my gosh. That's a song right there. Literally, I just got my fingers on my MacBook Pro and I'm playing out a song here that I can customize and change so that it's completely original. But that's a preset right out the box, right out the gate. And it's just flowing for me, right? I'm jumping around these different keys and creating something that I can create on top of. This is going to create a sonic bed for me to create my own songs and get instant inspiration on the spot. Let's try another one of these presets. So let's go to Chase. This probably sounds cool. Love it. All right, let's see what else we got. Crystal Castles. So much energy. Oh, love it. All right, let's try floppy disk. Sounds cool. synthwave, anybody? Love it. Let's go to Hard Times. Now, one thing I want to show you too is if you click into any of these, you have the option to edit the sounds, of course. You know, you got your amp envelopes, filter, cutoff, resonance, all that stuff, modulation, equalizer, but then the motion too. You can change these out for different presets with the arpeggiator and different modes too. You can choose between arpeggiator, phaser, or note sequencer. But yeah, you can edit these different rhythmic sounds that you're hearing even further, which I absolutely love. Okay, let's try one more preset from Retrofuturism, and let's go with Retro Flow, maybe? No, let's go with Sunlike. Let's try that one. Love it. All right, so let's try a different targeted genre. This time, let's try Tropical Heat. We'll do a little bit of a change up, and we'll go with Contigo. Oh, that's a nice sub. That's an instant reggaeton pop song right there. Let's mutate these because I forget too that you can continue mutating each of these presets. So change those sounds a little bit. And if we change it again. Ooh, nice little warbly sound. I'll say the plucks in this plugin sound fantastic. Love the pluck sounds. Let's go to Island Trip. Another instant pop song right there. All right, let's try Pacific. I like the sprinkling in of the Vox sounds that they include in there. Okay, I know this video is already getting kind of long, so let's try out a couple different kits from the other targeted genre. So let's go to Liquid Breaks real quick, and then we'll try a few out of each of the rest of them. Let's go to Cloudlift here. sounds cool. Let's pick one more from Liquid Breaks. Ooh, Jellyfish, like that preset name. Let's try one more. Let's go to Night Stars. It's worth noting that you can do the effects on the black keys on these kits too. And I was randomly just pressing the black keys on my keyboard. So I'm going to go to Softpop. We haven't hit Softpop at all, so let's try that out. Let's go to Awakening. Sounds cool. Let's go to Central Glow. And let's try Cloud Kingdom. Let's try one more from this set. Slow Lotus. It's cool. Cool. Sounds great. I'm going to go to Electronic Rush now. Let's go with Blazers. Awesome. I love it. Let's go to Fast Charge. Sounds cool. Sometimes you just got to play around and see what each of the keys is doing and time it out right for yourself. All right, let's go to Hyperpop now because that's the last category we haven't hit. And oh, actually, I guess we did do some of the kits in Hyperpop. Let's do a couple more just to close it out. Let's go to Marshmallow. Sounds so good. Man, okay guys, it's safe to say that I can spend hours in this plugin because man, this is probably one of my longest videos I've made yet. And I've easily done that. It hasn't been an arduous task really covering this plugin because it is that much fun. And because there's so many options with the different targeted genres, and then we have 3 different categories for each genre: instruments, drums, and kits. There's so many different options for me to get started on something that I actually not only like, but could build an entire song around. The sounds are just way above the cut in terms of the competition out there currently. And it'd be cool to see if they added more genres inside of this plugin in the future. You can even drop your own samples into this, from what I understand, and get inspiring sounds right away without much effort. While using this plugin, I just don't feel like there's that normal resistance I get with a lot of plugins where I'm like, why does this act this way? Why is this the way this is laid out? What's up with this GUI decision? You know, I haven't had any of that with Mosaiq so far. The only thing I've wanted is the ability to favorite the different presets within Mosaiq itself. Other than that though, I honestly think this is a pretty darn perfect plugin in my book. Also, the one thing I'd be remiss if I didn't mention is that this plugin is only $99 right now. Mosaiq is available immediately at a special price of $99, but it will be going up to the regular price of $199 after February 24th. So you can take advantage of the special pricing until February 24th, get Mosaiq for $99. Definitely take advantage of it. Anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap up this really long video, and I'm going to leave a link in the description below if you want to check out Mosaiq. As you can tell already, I highly recommend you do so if this is something that interests you. I want to say thanks to UVI for sending me out Mosaiq to try. I'm so glad to finally be working with them and can't wait to check out the stuff from UVI going forward in the future. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.